Hello and welcome back to FLL Fridays. Today we will be doing an introduction to all of the orange blocks. The 5 orange blocks are the start block, the wait block, the loop block, the switch block, and the loop interrupt block. In this video we will be showing you what each of the blocks does and what each of the parts of the block does and how to interpret them into a program. The first block is the start block. The start block is a block that is already on the screen when you first open up your new project, and you have to have a start block so that you can run your program. Without a start block, you won't be able to do anything, and if you somehow lose it, like you delete it on accident, this is where you find another one, right here. The wait block is a block that you use to pause the robot. The first setting is on its time. So for example, if you want it to wait for 10 seconds, you plug in your program time and then you put 10. That'll make it wait for 10 seconds. But instead of just doing time, there's many different options. You can use your brick buttons, your color sensor, your infrared sensor, your motor rotation, timer, touch sensor, messaging, and when it's already on time. All of these basically mean whichever sensor you choose, once it senses something, you can tell it to wait until it senses that thing. Or if it's already sensing that thing, you can tell it to wait until it stops sensing that thing before it continues the program. The next block is a loop block. The loop block is mainly used in color sensor line follower programs. But what it does is, for example, if you put anything inside of it, it will keep doing that for however long you say it is. It will keep looping. So it's automatically set for limited. So if I say go forward for on for seconds, and we'll say 10 seconds. So this is telling it to go for 75 speed for 10 seconds. But it's not really in 10 seconds because it's in a loop on infinity, which means it will go on forever. So the robot will keep going straight until you turn the program off. And you can do different things with this. You can put a loop block for time, so 30 seconds maybe. There's same options as the first one with extra unlimited count, logic, and time is already on the other block. So you have a few more options there. But what this one does is it keeps the program going until told not to by either another block or by turning off the program on the robot. Next up, we have the switch block. The switch block is another orange block where it has 2 different sides to it. So for example, you can have one thing running on the bottom. So for example, it could be the right motor is going to be running, or the large motor is going to be running port D. So the port D will keep spinning for on. But while that is happening, you can have another thing happen at the same time. So while you're going on for 75 seconds in the large motor, you can have a sound playing. So you put the sound block up here, and you could choose your own sound. So we're going to play a note, or play an A5. So this switch block is basically saying you can do 2 things at once. So you can play a note and you can put a on block. But this is not your only options. You could do lots of different stuff, but this is the one I chose. The next and final orange block is the loop interrupt block. What this block does is whenever it's in a loop block, it stops whatever the motion is repeating inside the loop block. So you would place your loop block, and whatever it's doing inside, let's say it's going on for rotations, you can place your loop interrupt block at any point to stop what that's doing and to add something else. So maybe you go on for one rotation, you interrupt it so it doesn't stop doing that, and then you can add your large motor rotate forever. So this is showing, this program reads, you go forward for one rotation, unlimited, but you interrupt that after the 1 rotation, and then you go on for 75 forever until you press the robot to stop it. To make you guys more familiar with all the orange blocks, I made a program using all of the orange blocks. This program has the start block at the front, and then it has a switch. At the top of the switch, it's going to be playing A5 forever. So the note A5 will be playing forever, but also at the same time on the bottom, we added a loop. The loop is saying that we're going to go for rotations, 5 rotations, and then stop, wait 5 seconds, and then use the medium motor for 1 rotation, and then repeat. So all of this will be going on forever. So it'll go 5 rotations, wait 5 seconds, 1 rotation, repeat. And then it keeps going on forever while the top is still playing the sound. Thank you for watching this week's video, and make sure to check out all the other videos on the Uplift Robotics channel. Make sure to leave a like and comment.